In the heart of the Arizona desert, under a blinding sun that shimmered over the horizon, one company made a proclamation so bold that it rippled through the world of science and finance alike. Its name was Quantum Computing Inc., QUBT, a small American firm claiming to be building a computer that doesn't rely on electricity, but on light itself. Their declaration was audacious. We are making a computer that calculates with light. It wasn't a marketing slogan. It was a promise to rewrite the foundation of modern computing. Traditionally, quantum computers must be kept at temperatures near absolute zero. They depend on superconductors and cryogenic systems to stabilize quantum states, delicate configurations that collapse under the slightest environmental disturbance. This makes them massive, expensive, and confined to research laboratories. Commercial use remains an elusive dream. But Quantum Computing Inc. claimed it could break that rule. The company insisted that it was building a room temperature quantum computer, one that could operate in a normal data center environment inside an ordinary server rack. No cryogenics, no vacuum chambers, no isolation pods. If true, this would collapse decades of technological timelines into a single leap forward. It would mean the birth of quantum computing for the real world. At the center of this vision was a material known as lithium niobate, LiNBO3. It is prized in photonics for its near-zero light loss and high-speed electro-optical conversion. Quantum Computing Inc. developed a process to coat this crystal with ultra-thin films, guiding photons along engineered waveguides, channels that allow light to be manipulated like electricity. The result was a photonic chip, a processor that uses photons, not electrons, to perform computation. The advantages were profound. Photons move faster than electrons and generate almost no heat. In theory, this allows thousands of light-based operations to occur simultaneously, achieving immense parallelism. Quantum Computing Inc. argued that this was not merely faster computing, but a new paradigm of energy-efficient, massively parallel information processing. Their prototype was called Dirac-3, a rack-mounted machine no larger than a household server that allegedly performed complex optimization tasks using principles of light interference and quantum superposition, all at room temperature. If the claims were true, this would be the first practical quantum photonic hybrid computer ever built. But what made investors pause wasn't just the promise, it was the company's strange origin story. Before 2018, Quantum Computing Inc. wasn't a technology firm at all. It was a beverage company. Then, in early 2018, the firm abruptly rebranded, changing its name to Quantum Computing Inc., and performing a 1-for-200 reverse stock split. Such a drastic change is rare in corporate history. Typically, a pivot of this magnitude would be preceded by years of preparation, R&D teams, intellectual property, and partnerships. But Quantum Computing Inc. did it overnight. This sudden metamorphosis suggested something deeper. Either the company had already secured access to disruptive technology, or someone behind the scenes was orchestrating a major transition that the market didn't yet understand. That suspicion was confirmed in 2022. On February 24th, Quantum Computing Inc. QUBT announced an exclusive partnership with a firm named QPhoton, a company specializing in photonic quantum processors. Just 4 months later, on June 16th, Quantum Computing Inc. fully acquired QPhoton, absorbing its patents, engineers, and optical technology. Overnight, the company transformed from a niche quantum software startup into a full-stack hardware manufacturer. After the acquisition, the company introduced an enigmatic concept it called entropy computing. In thermodynamics, entropy represents randomness and disorder, but Quantum Computing Inc. proposed something revolutionary: to use entropy itself as a computational resource. Instead of eliminating uncertainty, the machine would embrace it, finding optimal solutions through controlled chaos. According to the company, Dirac-3 was the first realization of that idea. Then came the announcement that would electrify the market. Quantum Computing Inc. claimed that Dirac-3 had been used in collaboration with NASA to solve a complex phase unwrapping problem, a mathematical challenge related to interferometric radar data processing. Normally, this kind of problem is handled by supercomputers over days or weeks. The company claimed Dirac-3 solved it more efficiently, using light-based interference patterns. If true, this would have been the first real-world demonstration of a quantum photonic machine performing practical computation. Investors took notice, and the company's stock price surged. But as the excitement grew, so did the unease. Despite the bold claims, the company's annual revenue stood at roughly $370,000, while its net loss reached around $68 million. For context, such figures indicate a firm still in its developmental infancy. Most companies in this situation would seek to cut losses, restructure, or slow expansion. Quantum Computing Inc. chose the opposite path. In 2025, it announced a private placement valued at approximately $750 million, signaling a massive capital raise. The scale was extraordinary for a company with such limited revenue and immediately raised questions about dilution, valuation, and the true nature of investor confidence. The timing, however, was striking. Just before this announcement, the company completed construction of its Photonic chip foundry in Tempe, Arizona. The facility received ISO certification in March 2025, and a grand opening followed in May. Typically, semiconductor fabs go through months of calibration, pilot runs, and yield optimization before full production begins. But Quantum Computing Inc. skipped those steps entirely, declaring immediate commercial operation. Such haste is unusual in semiconductor manufacturing, where even microscopic defects can render entire wafers useless. The company's decision hinted at either a pre-secured government contract or non-commercial motivations, such as classified partnerships. Then, an even more unexpected event occurred. Within weeks of the foundry's completion, CEO William McGann abruptly resigned. The board appointed Dr. Yuping Huang, a physicist and previously the chairman, as interim CEO. Leadership changes are common in growth stage firms, but not right after major milestones. Normally, executives solidify their positions post-launch to ensure stability. This reversal was so out of step with corporate norms that it sparked speculation of internal conflict, possibly over the company's technical direction or disclosure policy. Despite the leadership turbulence, the company pressed forward. In June 2025, Quantum Computing Inc. announced a contract with the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, the U.S. Department of Commerce's standards agency, to design and manufacture photonic integrated circuits, PICs. The contract term runs through April 2026, providing external validation that at least part of the firm's technology had institutional credibility. Yet, even this couldn't dispel the mystery. To this day, no third party has witnessed Dirac-3 in live operation. Media outlets rely solely on company-provided images and statements. No independent performance benchmarks, no peer-reviewed results, no external demonstrations. Ordinarily, when a firm claims such breakthroughs, it invites academic verification, experiments under controlled conditions, publication in scientific journals, or third-party replication. Quantum Computing Inc., however, avoided all of these steps. Two dominant theories emerged among analysts. First, that Dirac-3 is not yet a functioning quantum computer, but a prototype with photonic simulation capabilities. Second, that the system does work, but its stability and reproducibility are still too inconsistent for public display. Either way, the company's continued secrecy, combined with its aggressive financing and government deals, has turned it into one of the most enigmatic stories in modern tech investing. Each time a new government partnership is announced, QUBT's stock rallies again. Investors appear to be betting less on the data and more on the narrative, the belief that light-based computing could become the next paradigm shift after silicon. As of now, Quantum Computing Inc. continues to operate its photonic foundry and pursue contracts. Its vision burns bright, perhaps too bright to see clearly. Because somewhere between engineering and ambition, between what is proven and what is promised, lies the most compelling mystery of all. Is QUBT building the future of computation or the illusion of it? ValueStir invites you, the viewers, to share your insights and discoveries. If there's a stock, public, private, or pre-IPO, or even a cryptocurrency project you believe deserves investigation, leave it in the comments below. Your suggestion could become the spark for our next story. And to our passionate listeners who watch, subscribe, like, comment, and share these episodes, thank you deeply. Your engagement drives this channel forward, and we will continue bringing you sharper, deeper, and more revealing stories. This was ValueStir.